So a guy hits a girl in the face with a brick, and I wanted to go and find out, have we found Bricky, because like Bricky needs to get a brick dashed in his head, in it. So I'm hearing now that the guy with a brick jumped into a car with girls, and I'm sure one of those girls is probably he's probably fucking them, and sooner or later he's gonna bust their ass or kill one of them, and that's disgusting. Like, so it does kind of remind me of a situation I had when I was like 17, 18. So at the time I used to do performing arts, dance, singing and drama with a group called Stonebridge Area Youth Project. And on this particular night or evening or whatever, we were told to write songs. So we were separated into maybe 4 or 3 groups, but there was only 2 stereos, like boom boxes, like portable ones, you know, or whatever. So one of the guys, called KD, which stands for Killer Dog, he took 2 of them. And you know, like, there's different kind of talents. Like, my man's not talented compared to all the rappers in the group, compared to the lyricists in the group. You're not talented. All you do is mumbo jumbo shit rapping with your fake American accent, and you want to take 2 stereos. I didn't say this to him, but I did approach him like, bruv, like, there's 3 groups and you got 2 stereos. We're all gonna have to share, you get me, respectfully. But yeah, I'm a girl and I'm London, innit? So my hands were moving, but it weren't like I'm gonna hit you. I'm just explaining with my hands, innit? Like, I got nails, so obviously, you know, us girls with nails, we're always doing that. I went up in his face, like, disrespectfully, and I'm the kind of person, I'm not gonna start calling you names. Let's deal with the matter at hand. Do you get me? So I wasn't insultive, I wasn't disrespectful or nothing. But I was like, bruv, you've got 2 stereos in this 3-4 groups. Like, we all need to have something to perform at the end of the evening before we go home. And your rap, like I already said, your rap style is not, like, you ain't bringing no quality to the table. There's other rappers who will do something. Do you get me? You ain't saying nothing, and then you're walking around like Dracula with some long leather jacket. Your headpiece look like it's been run over by a truck, and then you want us to spend time waiting on you to do your mumbo jumbo rubbish rap. I'm gonna kill man in the road. All that shit drill rapping rubbish. All they do is talk about death and killing and whose man is gonna get murked. I don't want to listen to that shit. I don't want to. You get me? But anyway, I explained to him, and before I knew it, I got a right hook to my jaw. But things happen so quickly, so I'm not even calling the guys out who was in the room. So basically, I was in our place, Stonebridge Youth Project. There's this tiny kitchen which we use as a performance space, like practice, innit? Because we only got one little space, so everyone will find a little corner, a little somewhere. So Killer D gone in the kitchen. My friend Melissa is sitting on the fridge, and I think there was like 2 other bears. But my issue is not that no one stood up for me. I think everything happened so quickly, nobody could do anything. But me, what I done was instantly, because it was an instant reaction. You punched me, and it was seconds before I picked up that boombox and I cleared my teeth. All his teeth were gone. That's when my friend jumped off the fridge, grabbed me, and said, let's get out of here. And we left the building, yeah? You get me? Went home or whatever. And my man was standing there with his teeth all looking like Dracula, because his teeth was all chop up, and mash up, and his whole teeth was mash. All I remember seeing was blood. I wasn't even trying to knock his teeth out. I was just trying to, because I knew the way he punched me in the mouth, yeah, there was no way I was going to be able to deliver that kind of punch with my fist. So it was instant. I didn't think about it. It was just grab the stereo, and I waited to lick him at the side of his head, but it went to his mouth. All his teeth cleared. And over the years, I've always pondered. So anyway, flash forward. So when this guy sees me in the area, he'll say, welcome babes, how you doing? And I always very cautious. I would say hi back too, but I'm very, very, very cautious, because like, you punch me in the face, yeah, you're not even my man. Like, and at that time I was actually in a domestic violence relationship. So, but you see what I'm saying? If you love somebody, you not wanna fuck them up, innit? So I'm there knowing, say, if man hit me, I'm gonna lace you with something, innit? I'm there at home getting bust up by your about boyfriend in Shepherd's Bush. Like, anyway, so one of the youth workers was like, B, don't worry. If the police get involved, we'll just tell them what's happening at home with you, innit? You're getting bust up by your baby father. At that time, he wasn't my baby father. But, yeah, she was just like, I'm putting out there, if police come here, I'm going to just say you've had enough with men beating you up. And that's it. And at the end of the day, if my man never punched you in the face, you wouldn't have cleared his teeth. So, not going to lie, I was feeling a bit egotistical, or not even egotistical, I felt like good. You know, sometimes people think they could just do things to you and get away with it. I'm of the school of thought, you do me, I do you. Like, no, And it's true, like, some people, like, so I've been trying to watch certain things and find out, have we found my man? And then I fell onto this channel. And I wasn't sure, was he doing a skit or something? He was just, like, just taking this brick thing as a joke, saying, what is she anyway? She look Indian. Was she East Indian? She sound like somebody who just started listening to hip-hop yesterday. And all this fuckery. At first I thought he was going to be serious. But, there was no reason for you to lick girl in the face with a brick. I don't care if she slapped Karen in the face 10 years ago. It is what it is. Like, a brick and a slap are two different things, innit? Like, I haven't seen my girl hit any old white woman with a brick or slap anyone. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's fiction, innit? What I do see or saw was my girl addressing the waste men, the waste pussyclats who were standing by watching, and that E-Jack guy sitting in his car with his glasses, yeah, he sounds like he hates black women. He wanted her to get hit in the face with a brick. He probably whispered in my man's ear like, fam, that was disrespect. Go get a brick and lace her in the face. You know, one of them ones who he probably tried chirps a few years ago, and he's holding it in his chest that, yo, my girl, watch, I'm gonna get you back in it. And even returning to this KD story, yeah, like, yeah, even though in that instance it was about the stereo, but really it wasn't. Prior to that, my man was moving to me, innit? He'd been flirting with me, and I've been airing it. But I just been doing the polite niceness thing, innit? And I think my boyfriend at the time came to visit, or sometimes he come pick me up, innit? Like, and I think he must have seen my man the day before come pick me up with his friend. You get me? See me with some nice looking bras, and then you're there with your Dracula coat in the heat of summer, like, and then you see my man come pick me up in a little car, two pretty black boys, one dark skinned boy with green eyes, real green eyes, and the other one, he's my ex now, but he ain't hideous, but you get me. But do you know what I mean? Like, so it's about emotions. Like, you guys need to hold your emotions in place. Like, if a girl don't want to give you your number, alright, sis, it's alright. Move on to the next, innit? You just sound like fatty holes. Like, that's what I'm trying to say, is that no more crying for these guys. No more writing. Like, let the police do what they will do to them. Like, I'm still on the thought of, like, I believe there's still good men out there. But you waste men. Like, you stood there and couldn't even say, bruv, I beg you, allow it, innit? You know, sometimes the sisters got a bit too much mouth on them. You get me? You couldn't say nothing like that. You're just standing there watching entertainment. You're watching entertainment, innit? The girl's got a brick to her face. For what? What did she say that could warrant that, really? Like, boy, I would have so many bricks to my face if people went by the things I say. And I'm not even disrespectful. Well, I might be a little bit disrespectful, but not in, like, a blatant way. Like, I use my words. I'm quite playful. And I can pattern things. There's a way you pattern things, innit? Like, alright, babes, alright, I'll give you my number, innit? And I know you might try change a number here and there, but my man might phone you on the spot. Like, you know what, either way she was doomed. If she gave him her number and decided to date him, domestic violence, innit? She just walked into domestic violence, and she's not even the guy's girl. Man's like that, fucking fuckeries. Like, if you see a guy approaching you, just step back. Like, step back. And just play nice. And when you're out of there, block. Give him your real number. Smile. And be like, I'm in a rush. I'm out. Blockety block. Done. Like, if this is how the guys are moving now, like, get me, not worth it. And then these are the Bears who turn around and be like, police brutality, police brutality. Yeah, some of you deserve it, mate.